Hi, it's Megan. I have been doing my holiday shopping, and God, I know it's September, and getting some of these holiday sets. And so I'm doing a review right now for the Marc Jacobs, the Highliner, and make sure that's working. And so this is $45 for 0.07 ounces of eyeliner. So there are 7 travel size highlighter gel crayons. It's a pencil eyeliner that twists up, which is really kind of fun. And the formula is supposed to be waterproof, intensely pigmented, and smooth. I have not used these before. By the way, my son is watching something in the background. You'll hear him laughing occasionally. Sorry, but you know, you can't tell a kid not to laugh. And he is letting me shoot this video. So it comes in one of these black cases, really pretty. I, of course, get fingerprints all over everything that Marc Jacobs does, which is probably more my fault than the brand's fault. They do have amazing packaging. So you open it up and you get the 7 mini liners. And I have outdoor swatches, but I'm going to go through these. I cannot read the names on these at all. I'm not sure if they're written on here. I'm looking again. Yeah, they are. The writing's just really small. So they're this big. And they're like this, and this twists up, which I really like the twist. I had read some people saying online with the bigger crayons that it's not the thinnest tip once you wear down the very tippy tip part, and they didn't like that. But I found actually these are really beautifully, intensely pigmented and apply amazingly. They really do apply like a gel, much more than like a typical pencil in my opinion. I find that using an eyeliner brush actually to soften them a little bit is better, even with the tips kind of this pointy at the beginning, just because they're so pigmented and they're so blendable. It's just, I like the way it looks better. So I have played around with, and just to show you, I even get like dirt on their silver. I don't even know how I do it, but I've been cleaning them off to make them look pretty. So I have not tried this formula before. I was really excited to try it. This has 5 shades that are regular collection, and then 2, Midnight in Paris and Sunset, that are exclusive to the set. And I'm wearing one of them, Sunset. I was going to wear Midnight in Paris, but this morning I put Sunset on when I was running out, just because I was in a hurry and I hadn't worn that one yet. And it's the only one I hadn't actually worn. I'd worn it under my eye, but not lining the whole eye. And I loved it. When I first put it on, I thought it was just too light and wasn't going to do anything. But then, especially outside, or once I stepped away from the mirror, I thought it just really highlighted my eyes beautifully with kind of not a no makeup look, but a more natural makeup look. So that's what I have lining my eyes. You can see I just softened it a tiny bit, but it's not in your face makeup. I kind of wish this was a regular collection color, because I like it that much, and I'm not sure I want to buy more than 1 set of these. I don't know. So as far as the waterproof, I have not tried it at yoga. I just haven't been going to yoga lately. That's usually how I test waterproof things, but they do last a good 8 or 9 hours on me, sometimes 10, and they really set. So as much as they feel like a gel when I apply them, they really set on, and they're super pigmented and super, I don't know, how would you say, pristine. They don't kind of fade on me the way some eyeliners do. They really wear just looking perfectly as they wear for quite a long time, which impressed me. They're mostly opaque. Some of the colors you'll see as I swatch them are a little bit more opaque than others. The shimmery ones tend to require a little bit more work to build up. Not a lot, but they just aren't quite as intense and pigmented. They just require a little extra. But that's not a bad thing that I'm saying. They're actually all pretty consistently, I think, amazing, and they wear beautifully. It's just some are a little bit more pigmented and opaque than others, but they're all very creamy. And the thing that really struck me about these colors is how when I looked at these, it wasn't like, oh wow, these are such interesting, amazing, beautiful, fabulous colors, but they all look gorgeous on. So they might be a little bit basic or seem a little bit basic, but when you put them on, they really work on the eyes, which I do have a love-hate relationship with Marc Jacobs brand in general, but I think when the brand gets it right, they really get it right, and when they get the colors right, they really get it right, and I like this set, and I think they got it right. Someone did the math, and they say that it's $130 worth of eyeliner, so you're getting that for $45. Will you wear all the colors? I don't know. So the first one is Overt, And this is called a forest green. And by the way, the full-size pencils, I don't know, there's some confusion on the Sephora site about these with the sizes, but let's just say the full size are 0.5 grams and these are 0.37 grams. But anyway, they're a big difference. But Sephora has them both listed as 0.01 ounce, and I actually called about that. They're going to fix it, but that didn't mean that they explained it to me. So this is the first one, the green, that is overt. So when they first come, they're kind of down like this, so I had to, from the very beginning, open them up a little bit more. Okay, I did this a little bit on the side, but the next one, I'm going to actually, well, I'll do it right now. If you just draw a straight little line, just pushing down, if you push down a little bit harder, so that's the same color, but you can just see how beautifully it applies. Super creamy, super opaque, really does apply like a gel. So it's described as a forest green. I think it's like a medium dark, almost like a blackened olive green. It isn't super greenish, if that makes sense. More like an olive leaning toward, yeah, an olive, but not like a super green olive. And it does have kind of a little bit of a blackened look to it and a tiny bit of shimmer in there. It's a very pretty color. This looks really great with all sorts of eyeshadows. The next one I have, I'm just trying to stay organized here, which I sometimes do better than others, is Brown Out. So the first one was number 56. This is number 54. This is described as a golden brown. It's kind of a medium dark brown. It has a sparkle to it, and it's kind of a neutral to warm. The sparkle, I think, is what makes it kind of more neutral, but you can see it right there. Let's see if I can blend it out a little. Look how pretty that color is. It's just a great brown. I wish that more people were putting chocolate brown in these, but whatever, I like the browns I got here. The next one is also a shimmer. This one is Sunset. They describe this as a golden brown shimmer, and this to me is very coppery. It's a little bit more metallic. Sometimes I complain about Marc Jacobs being metallic, but I'll put it next to, see how coppery it is? It kind of reminds me of an Urban Decay color. So you can see very brown, very copper, a little bit metallic. It doesn't have the shimmer like in the Brown Out. It has more of like a metallic finish, if that makes sense. So Brown Out, you can actually see a little bit of shimmer in it. This one you cannot. It's a very pretty shade though. The next one, Midnight is in Paris. So these two are the ones, the last one and this one are the ones that are just for this particular set. This is described as an inky indigo blue. And this is like kind of a blackened navy. And you can definitely see the sheen, the shimmer again. And it has almost a little bit of sparkle to it. I really like this color. It's cooler. Blues are already cooler, but it's cooler because of the sparkle. For me, that's something that happens with Marc Jacobs. Sometimes they put so much metallic kind of whatever in the formula. It's a little cool on me, but I didn't feel that any of these were so metallic that I couldn't wear them. I felt they were just super rich, pigmented, beautiful highlighters, whatever. What do they call them? Highliners. The next one is Think. So this is kind of a really cool color. It's hard to describe. It's almost like a black purple that has a little bit of indigo blue in it. And it's a really, really pretty. This is actually one of my favorites. I've been wearing this one a lot. And I wear this one just alone as an eyeliner, and then I go about almost 2/3 of the way. My cats are fighting now. Talk about chaotic day. I go about 2/3 under here, and then under the eyelashes, and then I blend it with this brush so that it's not quite as strong. And then I usually use like a highlighter on my lids just to get the eyes to open up. I'm glad that one's permanent. The next one is Plum Edge, which is number 60. So that one, last one I think was number 44. Plum Edge. And this is described as a vivid purple. And this is a brighter, it's like a medium dark violet, but it's brighter. So I'll put them next, and you can see the shimmer in it. So you can see how dark the last one. This is really a bright plum, or violet purple. And it has a little bit of purple sparkle in it. Almost, I don't know, it's almost, I was going to say it almost shifts in color a little bit, but I think that's wrong. And they wear really well. Then, the last thing I checked, the last one's a black one, and this one is blacker. It's described as black, This is a very, very deep black, and it has a really nice sheen to it. Very dark. I love it. And I did put this on my upper waterline. I use that as a test because I've heard back from people when they look at the videos, they say I have contact lenses and I cannot wear a soft eyeliner. And that's my test. If I put it on the upper waterline, it bleeds to the lower. It's a soft, like a perversion or whatever. This one did bleed. So when I put it on the upper waterline, it did bleed down to the lower waterline. So if you have contact lenses, these are a softer, creamier gel-like pencil. But this is just a beautiful, beautiful black eyeliner. And I've tried just like smudging it and blending it. And once they set, they really do set. Let me smudge it a little. But you can see how beautifully it blends. So from like super pigmented black. So overall, I am actually really thrilled with this set. I do have this love-hate with Marc Jacobs, and this to me is definitely one of the loves. I think this is a great deal. I think these are beautiful liners, and I really like the 2 limited edition shades. So there they are again, and please subscribe on YouTube. If you have thoughts, questions, comments, and I'm trying to rub it off with a wipe, it's actually hard to get off. So did they set? Yes. I'm using a makeup remover wipe and I cannot get them off that easily, but they are coming off. Anyway, that's it. Thanks and happy holidays early.